Security breaches and data breaches are pretty common nowadays. Facebook, Twitter, Equifax, LinkedIn, even Domino's have suffered from data breaches in just the last 5 years. These breaches not only can cost the companies tens of millions of dollars, but for us, the consumers, it can cost us our personal data, which, with identity thefts at an all-time high, can be a huge detriment on our lives. This is the Digital Prepper, and today I'll be talking about security and data breaches, what they are, how they're spreading in this digital ecosystem, and what you can do to protect against them. Before we get started, I just want to remind you guys that if you like the video and want to discuss anything regarding digital preparedness or just preparedness in general, be sure to help get this video out to more potential preppers by leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing to see more like this. With that being said, let's get started. So, getting right into it, the term security breach is pretty much any condition, event, or situation that results in unauthorized access by an attacker to computer data, applications, networks, or devices. This normally results in data being accessed without authorization by that attacker, and obviously occurs when the intruder can circumvent security mechanisms placed by the owner of the network or these devices. Now, with that being said, security breaches can be accidental, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, but various motives for a deliberate security breach can be to gain access to secure data, to make use of resources like computing resources for their own means, like for crypto mining or something similar, and obviously to harm the network for personal reasons. Now, you might have also heard of the term data breach, and you may be asking yourself, is this the same as a security breach? Well, the answer is kind of. There is a difference between a security breach and a data breach, where you can describe a security breach as a break-in, meaning that the attackers don't actually have to steal anything, they just have broken into their networks or devices. A data breach, on the other hand, is what they call it when the attackers actually get away with stealing data. Now, confidential data like usernames and passwords have enormous value. This data can be sold on the dark web, and your names, credit cards, debit card numbers can be bought and then sold for identity theft or fraud. Security breaches cost companies huge amounts of money, and on average, the bill is nearly $4 million for major companies. But how do these happen? Well, like I mentioned, breaches can happen because of a deliberate attack by a bad actor, or an unintentional error or negligence by an employee, or a loophole of an organization's infrastructure being exploited by bad actors. Now, I'm not going to go into all of the methods in detail, but you can definitely see that there are a lot of attack vectors for these bad actors to use. Now, with all of these types of breaches, how can you avoid or even check to see if you have been involved in a data breach? Well, most of the time, when a data breach happens, you or other people's personal information gets leaked and sold off in the dark web. Now, usually if things are present on the dark web, then normal people like us should also be able to access that data with the right tools. A great example of this work is one of the famous projects called Have I Been Pwned? How this works is that the owners of Have I Been Pwned try to find all of the data breaches that have happened and also finds the data that the bad actors make available on the dark web. After they download this data, they can then host that data on their secure servers and allow you to search through it using your email or phone number to check if your data has been leaked. There's also other sites like this, like Dehashed, which requires you to log in, and Leak Check, which not only requires you to make an account, but it also requires you to pay a subscription. So personally, I would just stick with Have I Been Pwned. So, like I've mentioned in previous videos, unless you have literally 0 online accounts, no one is actually immune from a data breach. Now, with that being said, good system security habits can make you less vulnerable and enable you to survive a breach with less disruption to your life. The steps that you need to take today are: first, use very strong passwords with letters, numbers, and special characters on all of your accounts. You'll want to use different passwords on your different accounts, as these hackers want you to have the same password to make it easier for them to be able to hack all of your accounts. Next, you want to shut down any accounts that you don't use. This will decrease your ability to be hacked by bad actors, as these dormant accounts are attack vectors for them. Finally, and I know it's going to be a pain for some people depending on how many accounts that you might have, but you're going to want to start making a habit of maybe once every few months to change all of your passwords. The reasoning for this is that some of these data breaches have happened over a long period of time, and some of them may have taken even more time for these companies to let the public know. Now, by all that time passing, your information can be out everywhere and you wouldn't have even known during all of that time. These regular password changes will lessen the risk that you run from these unannounced data breaches. And finally, just be sure to value your personal information and don't give out any of your personal data unless it's absolutely necessary. To wrap things up, due to the increasing number of cybersecurity threats, these companies are going to be under the pressure of being forced to react quickly and to put up more and more defenses to protect our data. Now, with that being said, cybersecurity is a never-ending battle, and there will never be a decisive solution to this problem as cybersecurity threats evolve. However, steps can be taken by us to prevent ourselves from being attacked by these bad actors. So, if you do have the time, go ahead and take a look at my other videos, or click on the card above to get started. If you can, share these with family and friends, or just inform them about what they can do to improve their digital preparedness. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to get more videos like this that will help you with your digital preparedness. If you have any ideas for more videos, or just want to share your experiences with prepping, please leave a comment down below. Stay safe, stay prepared, more digital prepping to come.